Welcome to the beautiful North Shore, Nassau County, Locust Valley High School here on the island as MSG Varsity HD presents Game Time on Long Island. This afternoon, it's a League 3 Conference 1 softball matchup with Locust Valley hosting Oyster Bay. Well, hi, everyone. I'm Carl Reuter, joined by Carly Reichert. Carly was an all-stater at Ramapo High School in New Jersey, retired number 13. Welcome to the telecast.
Thank you very much.
Carly, how do you size this matchup up today?
This is going to be a great matchup. Oyster Bay is the defending Nassau County champions, as well as the Long Island Class B champion, and they're going up against Locust Valley, who is the co-conference champion from 2010.
All right, let's break it down personnel-wise. We have a lot of outstanding players, and there are young players that we're going to highlight. Let's first begin with Oyster Bay, and how about the player, the sophomore catcher, and we're talking about Danielle Agustinello.
She's a sophomore. She's young. She's got power. She's batting fourth in the lineup. She's already hitting .385, and behind the plate, she is a backstop. Her coach tells me that everything. She's great calling the ball. She's great. She's got a great arm, and doesn't let anything get by her.
All right, then of course, on the flip side, we go from a sophomore, we go to an 8th grader for Locust Valley. That's right, 8th grader, third baseman, Lauren Sabatino.
She is off to an amazing start. She's batting .500. It's unbelievable. And at third base, she's got a great jump on the ball, and she comes to play. She's young, but she's ready to play with the big kids.
A young gun at 8th grader starting there, .500 on the season, has 11 hits and 22 plate appearances. Should be an outstanding game. We'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups, the opening pitch, right after this timeout on MSG Varsity. It's Game Time on Long Island. Welcome back here to Locust Valley High School. Beautiful part of Long Island on the North Shore. The Lady Baymen come in with a mark of 4-3 from Oyster Bay, and Locust Valley with a nice record of 5-3. This a league matchup, and you are looking at the head coach now in her third year, Nadine Pacifico, 1994 graduate from right here at Locust Valley. She was an outstanding player, in fact, 3-time All-County as a player. And on the flip side, the Oyster Bay coach, now in his 14th year, 1977 graduate from Hicksville High School. That's Tim Brady. He is the head coach for the Lady Baymen from Oyster Bay. Speaking of the Lady Baymen, let's take a look and listen to their starting lineup.
My name is Brianna Gallagher. I'm from Oyster Bay High School, and our starting lineup is batting first, freshman Olivia Agustinello, batting second, senior Danielle Ahrens, third, junior Jillian Basha, fourth, sophomore Danielle Agustinello, fifth, sophomore Kristen Poppy, sixth, sophomore Joanna Sugar, seventh, freshman Caroline Kelly, eighth, junior Lauren Burke, and ninth, junior Caitlin Madden.
That is an outstanding job, and you're also, speaking of outstanding, looking at one of the finest complexes you will ever see for softball on Long Island. This is a tremendous, tremendous field in the grounds here at Locust Valley High School as we get set to get it going here and walking out. And she'll be in the circle today for Locust Valley will be Nicole Dooley, the senior pitcher, a 3-year starter, Carly.
She's got good variety and great control. She's got a changeup, a fastball, a curveball, but her coach tells us that her screwball is actually her best pitch.
I was speaking with her before the game, had a nice little conversation, and she said if people are up on the plate, yes, I will move them off the plate. So she's not afraid to attack the hitter, and as I mentioned, a 3-year starter. She'll be in the circle, and she'll try to get everything going here for this Locust Valley team. Speaking of Locust Valley, let's take a look at the starting lineup defensively. Tomanak, Mahoney, and Deitch in the outfield. Sabatino, the 8th grader at third base. Razzo, the shortstop. Dalia and Grazios. She likes to be called Gabby. Behind the dish will be Colleen McConey. And, of course, we just talked about Nicole Dooley. The umpires for today's game. Working home plate will be Russ Marino. And the bases will be manned by Jay Sincata. There's Russ Marino. Jay Sincata right there, the leadoff hitter right now for Oyster Bay will be Olivia Agustinelli.
She's a freshman. She's hitting .346 with 7 RBIs already. She's off to a great start.
She played JV last year, then was brought up to the varsity for the playoffs. She's got a very aggressive stick. She likes to jump on pitches. There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to the leadoff hitter, Olivia Augustinelli, the third baseman. And she is, as Carly said, a freshman. She is the younger sister of the cleanup hitter, Danielle Augustinello. Swung on and missed, off speed, pulled the trigger there.
Yeah, they have a little bit of a 1-2 punch. She's also a pitcher, so she works with her catcher sister.
This is a League 3 Conference 1 showdown. Went fishing, and a first strikeout of the game.
Beautiful rise ball right there. It's a pitch. The rise kind of comes out of the strike zone. It looks like a meatball coming in, and all of a sudden just flies right out of the strike zone.
Number 2 hitter in the lineup will be the pitcher, and that's Danielle Ahrens. She is a senior, 4th year on the varsity, 3-year starter, off to a quick start, hitting .318. Real good eye at home plate, according to her coach, Tim Brady, now in his 14th year, and she's already up on the count. 2 balls and no strikes.
She wants to be real selective here now. She's got a 2-0. It's a hitter's count.
The on-deck hitter is the sophomore second baseman, Joanna Sugar. There's a pitch right down Broadway for a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Just underway here, Locust Valley High School. Carl Reuter along with Carly Reichert, the former All-State catcher from Ramapo High School in New Jersey, retired number 13. A proud moment in your career, I'll tell you that. I wish my number was retired.
Feels like forever ago, Carl.
Yeah, but you know what? Even if it was forever ago, it's still a retired number as you got 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Danielle Ahrens. This the 2-2. Off-speed pitch, taken outside. The count runs full with 1 out here, top of the first. No score, just underway.
It's a good choice of the pitch. She's trying to go outside, see if she can get the batter to chase.
Let's see if the real good eye pays off here for Ahrens at the plate. Fouled back again, stays alive, so the count holds at 3 balls, 2 strikes.
She just missed it. She was just behind the pitch. Good swing, though.
Third baseman Sabatino way up on the bag at third. Off-speed pitch called, strike 3, 2
Beautiful.
up and 2 strikeouts.
Beautiful location. She had the pitcher guess. She had the batter guessing. She looked like it was coming as a fastball and just threw it up as a changeup. She had no idea it was coming. Beautiful pitch.
And my correction, this is Julian Baccia, the left fielder. I was looking at the old lineup that we had, but we go here to the left field junior, who's .417 this year with 7 RBIs in the early going in the number 3 hole.
It's a good healthy cut on that one.
Jillian Carley has been the team's most consistent stick this year in the lineup. Very coachable, according to the head coach, Tim Brady, 14th year. Swung on and missed. And now the throw down, and striking out the side is Dooley. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We move to the bottom half of the first. Locust Valley coming up with its first at bat. We move to the bottom half of the first inning, 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Baymen. In fact, in that first inning, Nicole Dooley striking out the side. Let's take a look and listen to the Locust Valley starting lineup.
Hi, I'm Kelly McKinney, and I'm from Locust Valley High School, and this is our starting lineup. Batting first, freshman Jackie D'Elia. Batting second, senior Gabby Grazios. Batting third, junior Nicole Razzo. Batting fourth, 8th grader Lauren Sabatino. Batting 5th, senior Nicole Dooley. Batting 6th, sophomore Colleen McConey. Batting 7th, senior Corinne Deitch. Batting 8th, junior Hayden Tominick. And batting 9th, 8th grader Brianna Mahoney.
And that lineup will face the senior pitcher, Carly, a first-year pitcher with a 1-2 mark with an ERA of just over 3. But she dominates, 27 strikeouts in 25 innings.
That's very impressive, especially for a first year. She's got 27 Ks in 25 innings pitched. She's got a fastball, change, and a curve.
Leadoff hitter for Locust Valley. Look to get it going here. The second baseman, Jackie D'Elia, only a freshman, but hitting .400 on the season for the 2-year starter. She comes swinging right off the bench, according to her coach, Nadine Pacifico. 12 for 30 so far. Quickest on the team. Popped along the first base side, and a nice grab over there
Nice play.
by the first baseman, Burke, who makes that catch as we take a look at the defensive alignment right now for Oyster Bay. Dominic, Mahoney, and Dykes in the outfield. And we go to the number 2 hitter right now, and it'll be Gabby Grazios, the first baseman. The senior with a .292 average. Carly, this is a gal who likes to hit the ball the other way.
If she can hit the ball the other way, it's a wonderful thing for her because it gives her the advantage over everybody else. She can place the ball well. If she can get on the bases, it'd be great.
She has 3 sacrifices so far this season. Fouls that one back. Knows how to move runners over. She's one of the captains. She'll be heading to Marist. She's involved with a lot. Student government, National Honor Society, Foreign Language Honor Society, part of the Athletic Council. Swung on and missed, so she's now the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
She's also one of the 4 on the varsity cheerleading team.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. As we come up and we get them, we'll tell everybody what everybody does. Off speed, grounded out towards third. Olivia Augustinello throw across the diamond, and there's 2 outs.
Good stretch at first base there. Third baseman gets a good quick jump on this, and it's right there, makes it across the diamond, makes it look easy.
So 2 up and 2 down. It'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Nicole Razzo, the shortstop, a junior hitting .367, 11 for 30 with 11 RBIs so far this year. Contact power hitter, 4 doubles and 2 triples as well.
That's a heck of a way to start. Nicole she's going to pull it. She's going to be ahead of the ball. She just wants to get off to a quick start here and get on base.
Bottom of the first, 2 outs. Locust Valley and Oyster Bay. That pitch is high and wide, so the count runs to 2 balls, 1 strike. Razzo ahead right now.
She's going to be looking for something over the meat of the plate right now. She can be picky.
Spanks that one out towards right center field and getting a run on it there, Madden, but she had trouble gathering it in, and at first base right now will be Razzo.
It was a deceiving play. The ball looked like it was tailing away. She had a good jump on it, but it was a beautifully hit ball.
So Razzo on first base right now on the error in right field. So it's 1 on with 2 out for Lauren Sabatino, the 8th grader. Sky high potential, early going, 11 for 22 on base percentage, over 600. She's also walked 6 times. She makes contact. She puts the ball in play.
One thing to note, she has no strikeouts yet this season. That's incredible. She loves to hit the ball.
She is a tremendous player. She plays, to just give you an idea of how young she is here on the varsity as an 8th grader, she only plays middle school field hockey and JV basketball, but she plays varsity softball as an 8th grader. Rolled out towards short, through the wickets. Kelly had trouble picking it up, so 2 on and 2 out, and Locust Valley's got something going. Nicole Dooley, the pitcher, will come up.
I just couldn't tell the umpire was blocking my ear, so I didn't see the play.
So we got 2 on now. Let's see if they can get something going here with Nicole Dooley, who is also one of the cheerleaders.
Yes, she is. She's a 3-year starter. Also off to a quick start with the bat, 500, 10 for 20. One thing about Dooley, if she gets behind in the count, she will always slap it to where it's pitched. So she's a very, very good hitter coming out of the number 5 hole. Again, runners at first and second with 2 outs. First 2 batters were out for Locust Valley. The next 2 reached on errors, and that sets it up for Dooley. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the first, no score. Game time on Long Island. Softball action on MSG Varsity in HD. Carl Reuter, Carly Reichert. Glad you joined us. The entire MSG Varsity HD team. Towards short, Kelly, the flip, and the force out retires the side. So Aarons gets out of trouble. 1 inning in the books. We'll come back with the start of the second right after this timeout. Can't be at the big game to see your kids play? Now you can with afternoon live casts at MSGVarsity.com. You can watch live streams of full games right from your computer. Log on to MSGVarsity.com and click on the afternoon live cast tab to see our full schedule of 23 games complete with game times. Connecting with your high school teams has never been easier. Afternoon live cast from MSGVarsity.com, another Optimum exclusive. So we move to the top half of the second inning. The scheduled hitters, Danielle Augustinello, the catcher, the number 4 hitter, Kristen Poppy, the center fielder, and then we go to the 6th spot, Joanna Sugar, the second baseman. But this is Danielle Augustinello, a sophomore hitting .385, and Coach Tim Brady used the word potential next to her name, Carly.
Potential at .385 is I can only imagine what she's going to end up doing.
She's a power hitter. She will pull.
She tried to pull that one right there. She was a little bit ahead of it.
Count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Beautiful setting here at Locust Valley High School on the north shore of Nassau County on the island. A little bit of a high fastball swung on and missed. So far, Nicole Dooley has struck out the first 3 hitters. That one is jacked towards left. Dominic can't catch up to it. Hits the wall on the fly. And going into second base with a, well, I thought she was going to stand up, but she slides instead, is Danielle Augustinello. She just unleashed on that.
She really got the bat on the ball right over the middle of the plate, and she just missed a home run by about 2 feet. It's a beautiful swing. Good relay, kept her at a double.
We'll bring up Kristen Poppy, the center fielder, .263, first year on the varsity, last year little JV. Has some pop in that bat, and she'll try to advance the runner right now with a runner at second and no one out here. That was the first hit of the ball game for either team.
And it was a heck of a hit.
You hit the wall on the fly. It's 200 down the line, 230 dead center. The gaps are probably about 215.
It's a good shot.
Oh, for any player, that's a good shot. But they'll try to move the runners over. That pitch gets away. And advancing and scampering down to third base on that wild pitch is Danielle Augustinello.
Now they got really something going. We got a runner on third base with no outs. Let's see if she can get the runner in.
Pitch down low. Count runs to 3 balls and a strike.
Looks like the coach has got the left side in a little bit. Oh, Pushing back, maybe thinking bunt.
Third base Sabatino is up. There's a strike. So the count is 3 balls, 2 strikes. No out. Runner at third is Danielle Agustinello, who led off this inning with a long double off the wall and left. Advanced to third on a wild pitch. And that is strikeout number 4 for Nicole Dooley. Has struck out 4 of the 5 hitters she's faced.
She's really mixing up her pitches. She's got a screwball that's working. She's got a fastball that's rising up and away. She looks fantastic, and she's got 4 strikeouts already, and that was a key strikeout. You wanted to get that batter out right there with the runner on third base.
She's faced 5 batters and struck out 4 of them.
And trying to lay one down is Joanna Sugar, the sophomore second baseman on the year, hitting .211. Pretty much the captain of the infield, and yes, her last name is Sugar, and of course the coach and I were kidding around, and yes, Coach Tim Brady said she does have a sweet swing. Just want to get that out there early, put it on the table, Carly. This
she
will be
almost
an
had a sweet
0-1.
bunt.
Yes, she did. Pulls the bat back, got away momentarily from Colleen McConey.
Looks like she might have been trying to sneak in a slap hit there. It was a beautiful play by the catcher. She kept the ball in front of her. That's very important. If the ball gets away, the run scores.
And Carly, having been at that position, that short hop is not the easy one to pick up.
No, you have to move your body fast. It's the most important.
Well, that will go as an infield hit. No advance by the runner. Agustinello coming down the line. Dooley just had to pick it up, and as they say, stick a fork in it right now. So it's runners at first and third with 1 out for Caroline Kelly, the 7-hitter and the shortstop.
It's an interesting play because it's meant to bring the runner in, but the play doesn't go to first base, so you end up with now 2 runners on base instead.
So Kelly, the freshman, hitting .368, another batter that likes to attack. And going down and stealing second base there was Joanna Sugar. So now Oyster Bay is set up with runners at second and third and only 1 out. And Sabatino, the third baseman, in tight, as is the first baseman, Gabby Grazios. Infield at pretty much halfway right now, even at short and second with Razzo and D'Elia. You've played, you've coached. What are you going to call here, coach? I'm going to make you a coach right now.
On which side? You know, as the batter, you just want to get a piece of the ball. You want to get the ball out of the infield or to the right side of the infield to score the runner. As the pitcher, you want to get it high and away, see if the runner will chase.
This will be an 0-2 from Dooley. Fouled back, staying alive. Nice job, Caroline Kelly.
You know, it was a strong, healthy cut. She's trying to get it to the right side of the infield, but just missed it. Dooley's throwing it really well. She's keeping it up and away from the strike zone.
So we do the 0-2 again. Down low and away. Good coverage there as Dooley's coming from the circle. Just in case she needs a little cover at home plate if Colleen McConey couldn't do it.
Just in case, yeah, she's got to move. The catcher's got to move away from the plate. That leaves, home plate very vulnerable.
Fouled back again. Boy, Kelly spoiling some good pitches, staying alive.
She's fighting for her life, but she's fighting off good pitches. You know, that these are tough pitches to hit, and she's just going to keep fouling them off, which is a good thing, and she'll get the pitch she wants.
Again, the 1-2. And again, it's fouled back.
She's battling the pitcher. This wears out the pitcher. It's exactly what she wants to do as a hitter.
So Dooley, the senior, throwing 20 pitches so far this inning. Off speed, foul down the right side. So again.
It's a beautiful choice of pitch right there. It's an unusual pitch because, the catcher is going to set up outside. You're thinking fastball. You've thrown 3 fastballs in a row. The batter's not expecting it. She just, fouls it off the side.
1-2 again. Outside 2-2. And this is a situation, Carly, that Nicole Dooley cannot give in at all because she knows up there that Kelly's been fouling them off, staying alive. She's got to bring it each and every pitch.
She really does. I mean, she does not want to lose her. She does not want to walk her.
Well, she got it out on called strikes, which is the 5th strikeout of this game for Nicole Dooley.
It's a beautiful location on that ball. That is a really hard pitch to hit. It's a screwball inside. You know, it's a pitch that if she did swing at it, it would be popped up or back in the screen. It's perfectly placed. And a good frame by the catcher.
Now up at the plate is the junior first baseman, Lauren Burke. On the season at 176, but maybe she's about to get rolling. Had 2 hits in the last game against East Rockaway, so maybe that stick is coming around. That pitch is up high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
She's tall, it gives her the height advantage, and as she shortened her swing, that's going to give her some power. Let's see if she can get the 2 runs in here.
Chop foul along third base, so falling behind in the count is Lauren Burke. 1 ball, 2 strikes, top of the second. The runner at third is Danielle Augustinello, led off the inning with a double, moved to third on a wild pitch, infield single, Joanne Sugar, and then she moved to second on a stolen base. Outside for a ball. So Deuces are running wild up there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, second inning.
She's going to want to protect the plate here. She should get a good pitch.
Foul tip. McConey could not hold on. Yeah, how tough is that? That's something you cannot practice, Carly.
No, it really isn't. It comes at you fast, and it sometimes hurts, as it can right there. It's something where you just have to react.
Julie rocks and deals the 2-2 swung on and missed. 6 strikeouts through 2 innings for Nicole Dooley. For Oyster Bay, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We move to the bottom half of the second. We're still scoreless. Well, High School Sports Desk brings you an hour of the latest in high school sports. Join Jared Greenberg and Shauna Ryan live for a full hour of all the sports and stories in the tri-state area. For the most up-to-date coverage of high school sports, tune into High School Sports Desk weeknights at 6 p.m. and immediately following the game, only on MSG Varsity. Move to the bottom of the second. Carl Reuter along with Carly Reichert here at Locust Valley High School, a beautiful facility, and we thank the athletic director, Mark D'Antono, for the hospitality. In fact, he likes to thank the Falcon Pride, which is the booster club, and a couple of years ago they got the batting cage in the nets, and last spring they got the scoreboard, and the foul poles were donated just this year, so they have really spruced up this wonderful facility here at Locust Valley. This is just the softball field. The grounds are tremendous. They got a concession stand for the football field, so going great guns here at Locust Valley High School. There's the scoreboard, and you pull out, you see the foul poles as well. As speaking of fouls, this one is fouled back, and is she in play or out of play? Out of play, no catch. Batter stays alive.
That's a dead ball. You can't catch it beyond a certain point. Looks like it's going to stay in play, but just going past the dead ball line, and it's out of play. Just missed it by about a foot.
So Colleen McConey, the catcher, the sophomore, gets a break there because Burke carried that into dead territory here.
Now, interestingly enough, if there was a runner on base, she goes into dead ball territory, the runner advances.
Yeah.
You've got to be very careful about those plays.
Skied out towards left, Baccia under it, and makes the catch for the first out here in the second inning.
Good catch. She's fighting the sun. Reeled it in. And see, she's fighting the sun with her glove, and she just gets under it and makes a beautiful play. We got 1 down.
She's fighting what, the sun?
The sun.
Oh, wow, I forgot.
Sun.
It's sunny and warm for the first
man.
time since last summer.
It's the spring, Carl.
Finally. Corinne Dykes, the right fielder, now up at the plate for Locust Valley. The senior right fielder, 2-year starter. She'll look to get something going here. Swung through that pitch. Behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes, 1 out here, bottom of the second inning.
She's got good bat speed. She's just looking to catch up with the right pitch.
That pitch was up and in, taken for a ball.
Aaron's was trying to fool her on a little bit of a rise ball. It's a favorite pitch to throw nowadays. You can't see it coming. Just goes right by you.
That pitch a little bit up and away, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here.
We're painting the corners here. The pitchers are playing a little bit of a duel on the painting of the corners. We'll see who ends up winning it.
Well, that will all depend on the home plate umpire, Russ Marino, won't it now? He's working this game with Jason Cotta, who's out on the bases. Try to make friends with the home plate umpire, don't you,
That's what I always do.
Yeah.
You kidding? They were my best friends.
Swung on and missed for a second out here.
First person I talked to at a game is the umpire. That was a beautiful rise ball, a little high and outside, but it's hard to let go.
So 2 up and 2 down. Hayden Tomanek, the left fielder now. The junior, 6 for 19 in the early going. That comes out to a .316 average. Now, she is a dead pull hitter. And when I say dead pull, you better look out if you're Nadine Pacifico, the coach, because she's been hit 4 times already this year, coaching the lines at third from foul balls off the bat of Hayden Tomanek.
Coaches got to keep a heads up. They got to get their infield practice in too.
You know, you're asking coaches about stats and numbers, and that was one of the stats that Nadine had for us on the phone the other day. She goes, I said, how much of a pull hitter? She said, she's hit me 4 times already this season.
She might want to think about bringing her mid out there.
Well, I could also get on Nadine. I mean, she's a 3-time All-County player as an infielder. Whoa. That got her and hit by a pitch will send Tomanek down to first base with 2 outs. So the base runner here for Locust Valley.
Ball comes in high and tight, just gets away from her a little bit and hit her on the backside. Can sting a little bit, and we have a runner on first base.
Yeah, she's okay. She's got a smile. It didn't hurt. You know why? It's warm outside.
It's warm outside. If it was cold, I don't know how that
really
feels.
Center fielder, number 9 hitter is Brianna Mahoney right now. An 8th grader. Listen to these numbers. 722, 13 for 18 as an 8th grader. And she lofts that out to left center field, and it gets by. Tomanek stops at third, and pulling in with a stand-up double is Mahoney. Second and third. 2 outs here in the second inning for Locust Valley.
She gets an unbelievable cut on a low pitch and just drives it to left center field. Beautiful hit. Ends up with a double.
You talk about perfect placement between the left fielder, Baccia, and Poppy, the center fielder, and there she goes, pulls in there. So she's now on the season 14 for 19, a .722 average that goes up. Now left up to the second baseman, the leadoff hitter, Jackie D'Elia, who fouled out to first base her first time up, with an opportunity here to put a couple across with perhaps a base hit.
Is a perfect opportunity for her.
This, a freshman following an 8th grader.
It's a young team. If they can hit this well, this young, imagine 2 years down the line, a little bit more experience under their belt, they're going to be unstoppable.
And you know, Nadine Pacifico said that it's the young guns that have really been carrying the team. And Nadine Pacifico with an outstanding assistant coach, Angela Manzo, as well. This one lofted out towards right, and it finds a hole. 1 run is in. And they hold the runner at third base in Mahoney. So an RBI single by D'Elia to right field. Locust Valley strikes first.
That was perfectly placed just over the second baseman's head in front of the right fielder. You can't place it any better, and it gets the run in.
And
runner's
coming
watching, making sure that it drops in there. Obviously, there's 2 outs. You run anyway.
Slap down the right field line. That will go foul and out of play. So Gabby Grazios grounded out to third back in the first inning. You know, I was mentioning assistant coach Angela Manzo for Locust Valley, who's been here with Nadine Pacifico for 3 years, Hicksville High School graduate. Assistant coach Jen Maceo, Walt Whitman High School, is the assistant to Tim Brady. And this one into the glove of the second baseman, Sugar, but not before. 1 run on 2 hits, 2 left. And after 2, Locust Valley with a 1-0 lead over Oyster Bay.
They had an infield single with
2 in the books, and Locust Valley leading it by the score of 1-0. And on the hill for Locust Valley, Nicole Dooley, outstanding. Look at those numbers through the first 2 innings. 6 Ks, Carly.
She struck out every out she's faced. She's pitching unbelievably. She's moving the ball around, rising it, dropping it. This has become quite a pitcher's duel.
And leading off here will be the number 9 hitter for Oyster Bay. In the top half of the third will be the right fielder, Caitlin Madden, the junior, 3-year varsity player Got to watch it because she can lay one down, and because of that, Sabatino, the third baseman, in tight. Swung on and missed.
Yeah, when you have somebody with speed, you have to be ready for anything. Slap hit, drag bunt, pretty much anything. If you can put it on the ground and you can run, third baseman, beware.
The one thing that Dooley is doing that most successful pitchers on that any particular day, she's getting ahead of the hitters.
That's the most important thing in baseball and softball. You have to get ahead of the batter. If you can get ahead of the batter, you have the advantage because then you can pick your pitches. You don't have to come out at them with a fastball. You can throw in the changeup, the screwball, the rise ball. You can mix it up a little bit.
And again, according to Nicole Dooley, her best pitch is her screwball. Popped up on the bunt. Sabatino charging hard, makes the grab.
Speaking of the screwball.
Yeah, there you go.
See, the screwball, the best pitch for a pitcher who goes against bunters is the screwballs. The screwball comes in on the right-handed batter, and it makes them pop it up. If you know that the batter is fast and is a bunter, that's the first pitch a catcher will call.
Sabatino
Perfect.
playing it very, very well at the hot corner. Sees the ball very well. That one rolls foul by off hitter third baseman. Struck out swinging in the first inning.
Sabatino almost looked like she was ready for another bunt on that one. She was in pretty far on the line.
Well, Nadine Pacifico, her coach, said she's very, very agile at the hot corner. She's very quick on the bunt. She's got great lateral movement. And to boot, has a very strong arm. So she's got everything going for her down there at third base.
She's the whole package.
And remember, she's only 13 years old, an eighth grader.
Imagine her as a junior.
Oh my gosh, we'll come back and we'll monitor her progress here on MSG Varsity in HD.
Exactly.
2 balls, 1 strike. One of the few hitters that Nicole Dooley has fallen behind in this game. This is again the leadoff hitter, Olivia Augustinello.
She's going to jump on a pitch. She's going to be looking for something right over the meat of the plate. She's an aggressive hitter.
And now she'll be looking for her pitch. As you look at that, see, junior, sophomores, freshmen, and 8th graders. Oh, this team is coming back next year. And ball 4, first walk given up in the game by Nicole Dooley. So it's a 1-out walk here in the third. It'll bring up Danielle Ahrens, got called out on strikes, her first plate appearance. I'll tell you, the Oyster Bay team is rocking and rolling here. They're all up, they're all clapping, they're all in rhythm with one another, cheering on Ahrens at home plate.
Well, it gets them in the rhythm. They want to try to mess with the pitcher's head a little bit. Oftentimes, Song does that, but they want to get a little bit of a rally going and get themselves in a groove. And if they have to do that with small ball or a big hit, that's how they're going to do it.
So the runner at first is Olivia Augustinello. 1 ball, no strikes to Danielle Ahrens. 1 out here. She pulled the bat back and took the called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looks like maybe she was just trying to draw the third baseman in, maybe for a little bit of a slap hit. Decided it was a little too low.
Lone run in this game, an RBI single to right in the last inning by Jackie D'Elia of Locust Valley. Up high and outside.
Augustinello's taking a big lead over
I was just going to say that. She's really getting off the bag over there. The assistant coach down there, Jen Maceo from Walt Whitman High School, a graduate, then played 4 years of D1 at Providence. So she is really in tune. The girls love her. Coach Tim Brady said she brings such a different look to this level of high school ball, having played D1 softball.
Absolutely. It's such an amazing competition level. You come out of, high school, especially, there's a pretty good level of softball in Long Island. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's rivaling states like Florida and California. So, you bring in somebody who has a D1 perspective, they're going to get a much better look on the ball.
2 straight walks right now given up. So it's runners at first and second.
Lady Baymen have something going on here.
Yes, they do.
Let's see if the coach wants to play a little small ball or going to use the big stick. She is their hot hitter at 417.
Jessica Crowley will be running over at first base for Ahrens. So here's first and second for Jillian Baccia. Ball got away from the catcher, McConey, and she threw down to complete that first inning. for Locust Valley. But right now, Nicole Dooley in trouble. She'll rock and deal this 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed.
Late riding up and in on her hand, she would have popped it up if she had made contact.
Almost looked like she wanted to inside out, but it's tough to inside out when the ball's bearing in on you.
You really can't unless you're Derek Jeter.
Yeah, you're right. There's a called third strike. That's a big out here with runners at first and second now. So it's 2 outs for Danielle Augustinello.
The pitch rides in and perfect. Just paints the inside corner.
Well, Augustinello, her last at-bat was a long double on the fly off the wall and left. Has a chance here. This is the big stick. This is the number 4 hitter in the lineup. A power hitter who will pull, and we saw that her first appearance at the plate last inning.
She's staying away from the high heat. She wants something in a wheelhouse, and now she's ahead 2-0.
And I'm looking for a particular pitch in a particular spot, and if it's there, I'm
Bam.
unwinding, and I'm going to give it everything. Hitters count. Outside now, 3 ball. Should be taking here. The on-deck hitter is Kristen Poppy, the center fielder.
Let's see if she's. Let's see if Dooley's just pitching away from her a little bit. See if she's going to try to paint the outside corner for a strike.
Yeah, she stayed away from her.
Yeah, she didn't want to give her anything too close to the zone. She would have gone far with it.
So the bases are loaded because of walks to Olivia Augustinello, followed by Danielle Ahrens, and now Danielle Augustinello. Kristen Poppy, the center fielder, struck out swinging last inning. She has a chance here. Base knock would probably put Oyster Bay up by 1.
Coach says she's got good instincts, so let's see if her instincts are good here, and she takes a pitch to the gap.
Pitch is down, 1 ball, 1 strike. No place to put Poppy with the bag stacked right now in the top of the third. Oyster Bay down 1-0 in a League 3 Conference 1 showdown. Chopped out to the right side. Dalia flips over to Grazios, and that ends the inning. So there were no runs, no hits, no errors, 3 left on. 2.5 complete. 1-0 Locust Valley. Go to the bottom half of the third. Locust Valley leads at 1-0 over Oyster Bay. Speaking of Oyster Bay, let's go back to last year, the Nassau B Championship victory over Carl Place. And how about Kerry Bongiovanni? A 2 RBI single made it 5-0 at that point, Oyster Bay. Then Danielle Ahrens finishes the scoring with a single to score Bongiovanni. Oyster Bay taking a commanding 6-0 lead. More than enough for Kerry Apicella, a 3-hitter with 12 strikeouts. She also hit a 2-run homer. Oyster Bay wins it by the score of 6-0. Now joined by the head coach of that championship team, Tim Brady. Tim, Carl Reuter, and Carly Reichert here. And talk about just looking back a little bit of last year and what that moment was like.
Oh, it was a great opportunity. I mean, you're playing against a team like Carl Place and Locust Valley. They're all solid teams. So just having the opportunity and you get your chance, hopefully you can take the best of it.
Coach, you're getting runners on. What would you like your girls to do in the second half of this game to push some runs across?
I like them hit the middle of the ball, hit the ball hard somewhere, and we'll take our chances with that.
Tim, thanks for your time and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
You see that, the Long Island champs, 2-time defending Nassau County champs, Carly. They've won the Nassau County Championship 5 times. So if you go back to 2002, 04, 06, 09, and then last year, and then, of course, the Long Island Championship. But, well, these are 2 wonderful programs. In fact, Locust Valley co-champs last year in league play.
I think these teams are just getting started. They have young talent. Both teams are going to be outstanding as we go on in the next couple of years. I think you're going to see a lot more championships under both their belts.
So the line score on Danielle Ahrens. She's in the circle today for Oyster Bay. Now facing Nicole Razzo, the shortstop, number 3 hitter for Locust Valley. She reached on an error back in the first. 1-0 Locust Valley. The only run, an RBI single last inning. Speaking of singles, how about that lace job out towards right field for a single to start this third inning for Razzo?
It's a beautiful swing. Poked it into right field. She didn't try to do too much with it. Didn't try to pull the ball. She did exactly what she should do. The ball is just an outside pitch. She didn't try to pull it. Pushed it to right field for a base hit. It's the best way to start off the inning.
Carly, the game's pretty easy when you just really hit it where it's pitched, as Lauren Sabatino, the third baseman, also in the first inning, reached on an infield error, so this is her second plate appearance. Again, if you're just tuning in, Sabatino only an 8th grader. She got tied up on the inside part of the plate there, really couldn't extend the hands at all, counted 1 ball, 1 strike. See if they put the runner Razzo in motion.
You have power at the plate, you never know, maybe a little hit and run action.
Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Nadine Pacifico, third-year head coach, down in the lines of third coaching. There she is, and her assistant coach, also 3 years here, Angela Manzo. She's manning the first base coaching box. Right back up the box. Aaron's got a glove on it, and safe. Couldn't recover in time. Great job by Kelly to flip it to Sugar, but great hustle by Razzo to get down there after it hit Aaron's.
She hits it right back up the middle, but the shortstop is playing towards the gap. But the runner just beats it out. Now you got runners on first and second with nobody down.
And that'll bring up Nicole Dooley, hit into a fielder's choice to end the first inning. So runners at first and second to start this inning. Little off-speed pitch is swung through by Dooley. The corners are up. Second and short, back at double play depth. That fastball is up high.
1 ball, 1 strike.
See if they play a little small ball here. You got nobody out, third base open. See if we can get these runners advanced.
Two balls, 1 strike to the 5-hitter Nicole Dooley. As you take a look at the infield, second and short at double play in front of the bag. Those corners are Burke at first and Olivia Agustinello at third base. And what I like about the in and backing up every throw back to the mound, because if a ball got past Aaron's, it could roll into center field, but Poppy is coming in and backing it up.
That's right, the runners can advance. If the ball goes into center field, it's a live ball. Don't want to take any chances.
Not at all, and now the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Notice the first and third basemen are back.
Mason makes a nice running grab.
She really showed her range there. She started far and beautiful catch. It's a good. It all covered a lot of ground on that one.
Well, with
Poppy really had a good run.
One of the things, Poppy, the center fielder, although she's a sophomore, she knows how to get a good jump on the ball. She saw that off the bat, went to her right, and made the running catch.
Your center fielder has to be the captain out there. They have to cover the most ground. If she can get a good jump on the ball, you have some good leadership in the outfield.
Colleen McConey, the catcher, flied out to left field, her first plate appearance. Now she'll try to push one of these runners a home. You have Sabatino at first, Razzo at second. There's 1 out. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 1 strike.
She went with the rise fastball right there. Again, say it time and time again, it's a tricky pitch. As a catcher, it's one of your greatest tools.
Looks to lay it down and fouls it back. So now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Should take the bunt off here. Should have to swing away.
Sophomore catcher, right-handed hitter. Colleen McConey. That pitch is low and in. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Might we see some movement from the runners? Come on, coach.
I would.
Okay, there you go. I like the aggressive
I like
coach.
to be aggressive as a coach. You want to start the runners going. Up.
Well, it's ball 4, and then they hold, but now bases are
They
loaded.
move anyway.
Everyone moves up 1 for Corinne Deitch, the right fielder, struck out swinging in the second. Now, with bases loaded here in the third, 1-0. Falcons would like to add at least 1, perhaps 2. Now I'm going to make Danielle Aaron's pitch, because let her throw, let it be perfect.
It has to be perfect because she's got nowhere to put the runner. She has to go with the batter. You see the batter choked up on the bat a little bit. You know, she wants to make sure she gets a good, tough swing at it. It was a beautiful cut on it. It was right over the middle of the plate. She
Right
just
on
missed
that,
it.
huh?
She had a good swing on it, just a little bit under it. She's swinging for the outfield.
Deitch is way up on the handle. She's got to be about 3 inches up on the bat handle, so she's got bat control, just wants to make contact and put it into play.
Sometimes it makes the batter feel a little more comfortable with the swing, especially with a pitcher that's a little faster than they're used to facing. Having a choke up on the bat is going to give you a little more confidence, and it's going to get your bat faster through the zone.
Yeah, he's got a good look there.
She can be very selective here at 3-1.
Fouls it off. Might have swung at ball 4 there. That pitch looked a little bit up, but got a piece of it. So now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Only 1 out here in the third. The only run in RBI. It's a call.
Selection on this pitch. It looks a little bit of an off-speed pitch. Not her fastest fastball, but it kind of sneaks in there on the corner for a called strike 3.
Hayden Tomanek skies down the left field line, and no one could get to it. Good hustle there by Baccia, the left fielder. Olivia Augustin. Kelly, the shortstop, tried to get there, but not in time. Tomanek got hit by a pitch back in the second. She's got the only run scored of this game. Now with a chance to knock one in. Right down Broadway for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Danielle Ahrens has won here in the third inning.
Danny Ahrens can be very picky right here. She's set up a little bit of a changeup.
That foul tip was held. So the strikeout ends the inning. There were no runs, 2 hits, and there were 3 left on. Then it's 1. We move to the top half of the 4th inning, and Locust Valley leading Oyster Bay by the score of 1-0. Carl Reuter along with Carly Reichert, now joined by the head coach, her 3rd year of Locust Valley, Nadine Pacifico, a 1994 graduate from right here at Locust Valley. And Nadine, as promised, okay, no curveballs, all right? I'm not going to throw anything at you that you don't know about. Talk about what Nicole Dooley has done so far, today's game in the circle for you guys.
Possibly expect from her. She has come out, she's throwing hard, she's hitting her spots, she's throwing strikes, and if she continues to do so, we'll be all right.
Coach, your young stars, Jackie DeLea and Brianna Mahoney, have had big hits. What do you expect from them and your other youngsters in the second half of this game?
You know, having Jackie DeLea and Brianna Mahoney in the lineup is very comforting. Between the 3 of the young kids that have come up, they have a lot of confidence, and I expect big things from them in the future.
Nadine, thanks for your time, not only now, but during the course of the weekend, helping us get prepared for this game. Thanks so much. Good luck the rest of the way.
Great, thanks.
Okay, that's Nadine Pacifico, who, you know what, her coach was Cindy Tobin in high school, and she comes to all the games and sits on the bench. Cindy Tobin is here. Nadine played for her here at Locust Valley. I said, so what happens if you lose the game? She goes, I blame coach. I said, what happens if you win? She says, I take all the credit.
That would be a little bit of too much pressure for me. I can't imagine my high school coach sitting there with me.
Well, we move to the top half of the 4th inning. The second baseman, Joanna Sugar, will lead it off, the sophomore.
Coach tells us she is extremely coachable. She's very smart. She takes a good rip right there, fouls it away.
Oh, it's no balls, 2 strikes. There is Cindy Tobin, the former high school, and Nadine Pacifico played for her. In fact, Nadine, as a freshman, was all-league under Cindy Tobin, and then was 3-time All-County. Sophomore, junior, senior.
It's a feat.
Yeah. What I think is
still
great,
a feat.
It is, and what I think what's great about the story is the fact that here's a retired coach still comes out to support her former player who's now the head coach who took over the program. I think that's tremendous by what Cindy Tobin does here in Locust Valley.
What do they say? For the love of the game?
Absolutely. Line right at the third baseman. And that's Sabatino who puts that away. Sugar hit it right on the screws, but right at someone.
Beautiful swing. Right through the heart of the bat, but snagged by Sabatino. She was right there. Good reaction.
Caroline Kelly, the shortstop, is now up at the plate, faking a bunt, draws it back, called out on strikes back in the second inning. 7 strikeouts so far in the game for Nicole Dooley in the circle right now for Locust Valley. And again, Sabatino way up. Sabatino is charging. Look at the 8th grader come in and make the play. Boy, her coach, Nadine Pacifico, Carly said she can play the bunt as well as anyone she's seen. An 8th grader charging and making that play.
This kid does it all. She can charge the plate. She can catch the line drive. She's in your jump on the ball. Beautiful. Because she comes over, across the diamond, beats the runner. Beautiful.
And a great step and throw with that strong arm, threw it right into the glove of Gabby Grazios to get the second out, which brings up Lauren Burke, the first baseman. 0 for 1 so far.
Important thing is she takes a step. She doesn't rush it too much, otherwise you run the risk of overthrowing, underthrowing. She takes her time. She can trust her arm.
And in Pacifico, the head coach of Locust, brought her up here. What was the thinking behind that? And she said, listen, she said nothing against lower levels, but playing at a lower level, you had to bring her up.
It's pointless. If she's down there and she's hitting 1,000 against these young kids as Burke strikes out, she has to be at the high school level, and she's going to excel.
Well, Nicole Dooley's getting 3.5. It's still 1-0 Locust Valley. Well, Tara Petrolino is your host for High School Journal, MSG Varsity's weekly news magazine showcasing the best in high school drama, music, dance, and art. High School Journal, Tuesdays at 7 p.m., only on MSG Varsity, another Optimum exclusive. Only 1 run has been scored in this game. We bring you back to the bottom half of the second. Locust Valley, who was able to strike Jackie D'Elia, the leadoff hitter, with a base knock. And that scored Hayden Tominick, and that game due in part, Carly Reichert, because in the circle, Nicole Dooley has the Falcons from Locust Valley.
Yeah, she's got 8 strikeouts. She's just dominating. She's mixing up her pitches so well. It's hard to hit.
Leading off, the number 9 hitter, Brianna Mahoney, had a double to left. And why I say 9 hitter is because on the season she came in at 722. She was 13 for 18. That average has gone up because she's 14 of 19 now.
It's unbelievable. It's almost unheard of to be now above 722, and she's only in 8th grade.
Kelly on the one hop throws it here in the bottom half of the 4th inning.
Or good metal, if you will.
Good aluminum.
Good aluminum. She hit the ball pretty. She hit it right on the screws. She just hit it. Kelly throws her out.
Great to see the fundamentals. Step and throw towards the target. It's easy. And you actually get something on the ball when you step and throw.
Exactly. And the ball usually goes where you want it to.
So far, she fouled out to first in the first, but had the RBI single to right that you just saw, and strikes.
Should be a little more selective.
Up just a little bit as the sun goes behind some clouds, but still we've had chopped foul behind. Pacifico down there could not come up with the handle. Nadine Pacifico, supposed to have soft hands as a former infielder here at Locust Valley.
Definitely, Nate.
in tight, but getting a piece was D'Elia.
Just ahead of the off-speed pitch right there. She just wants to sit back a little bit and wait for it.
Danielle Ahrens in the circle for Oyster Bay, keeping her team in it. Down to the fourth from Locust Valley High School. It's the North Shore of Nassau County here on Long Island. This is a beautiful Long Island, as pretty as you will see. And pretty much all of Long Island just got some great places, as that's ball 4. 0 for 2.
It really is beautiful out here. I'm new to Long Island.
You're a Jersey gal, huh?
I'm a Jersey gal, born and raised, played my softball there, but good fun teams.
You played some great softball as that pitch gets away from Danielle. Going down to second on that wild pitch was D'Elia, but again, if you're just tuning in, Carly Reichert was an all-state catcher. Jersey.
Yes, New Jersey, not New York State, because there is a Ramapo, New York.
Yes, there is, and I said New Jersey.
Okay.
Number retired by the high school, number 13, will no longer be worn by any player.
Green Raiders.
Green Raider, huh?
Green Raiders. Is for football, not usually for softball, but we had our moments.
Did I say so?
Here's Gabby Grazios, 0 for 2 so far.
Yeah, it was a pass ball.
Rolled out towards third. Nice play there. Down to third. That's heads-up base running by Jackie D'Elia. After the throw to first, she took off and got down to third now with 2 outs.
Agostinello actually took back the runner, but makes the play at first base. Heads-up running. Right there, she holds and makes her.
For 2 so far. Reached on an error by the right fielder in the first inning, then singled to right in the third inning. So the shortstop with an opportunity here. With 2 outs, now ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth, 1-0. Locust Valley, the runner at third is Jackie D'Elia, walked on a wild pitch and advanced on the out just a moment ago to third. Slap to the right side, off the glove of Burke. Job defensively.
Beautiful
Sugar
play.
makes the play. That's a tremendous defensive play. And Danielle Ahrens lets her teammates know, thank you very much. We played 4. It's still 1-0 Locust Valley. For Locust Valley, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Oyster Bay, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors. They are having a tough time, the Lady Baymen, getting a piece of Nicole Dooley for Locust Valley, Carly.
She is mixing up all her pitches. She's got the riser working, she's got the changeup working, and most importantly, as her coach told us, her screwball. Her screwball comes inside on the batters. They pop up. She's just doing a beautiful job. 8 strikeouts already in this game.
Well, she struck out the side in the first, struck out the side in the second, had 1 in the third and 1 in the fourth as we moved. And it's who is 0 for 1 so far, the right fielder for Oyster Bay. And there's Nicole Dooley. She got out of that trouble. Lays it down again. Sabatino again plays the bunt well.
She just gets such a good jump. She was even playing a little further back, and she was able to jump the ball very quickly and make a beautiful play. Bunt laid down perfectly. Pitcher thought about going for it. And makes the play. Rose, she knows she's got speed going down, but still able to pick up the out.
You know, well, I can't speak. With the off and let that 8th grader come in and charge. She plays the entire situation out.
Well, I mean, the pitcher always is going to make an attempt at the ball, but she saw how fast Sabatino got towards the box, and she was able to get there quickly, you know, and still had the runner by 2 steps.
Leadoff hitter is Olivia Augustinello. Struck out swinging in the first, walked in the third. 0 for 1 so far. Looking to make something happen in the fifth. And Oyster Bay down. Fouled back.
Augustinello's living up to her name. She's not going to let the ball. She's not going to, let it go by her. She's going to be aggressive and jump on the pitch.
Again, played JV last year. She's a freshman now, brought up to the varsity for the playoffs. And she laces that one out into left field for a one-out single. Great piece of hitting by Olivia Augustinello. Brings up Danielle Ahrens, who's 0 for 1.
And broke a strand of 5 in a row this time.
Beautiful line drive into left field. Hits her cut. Keep her on first base.
Does all the little things. Hit the cut.
You don't hit the cut, the runner advances.
And going down and looking to steal and sliding in safely with a stolen base is Olivia Augustinello. So now the tying run at second with only one out.
Coach wants to be aggressive here. You want to get that runner. She gets a good jump. Catcher makes a strong throw and just slides into second base. Now you got a runner on second base with only one.
Ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Time on Long Island, MSG Varsity and HD. Softball coverage from Locust Valley High School. There's a called strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carl Reuter along with Carly Reichert calling the action with the entire MSG Varsity HD Game Time Long Island crew. Thankfully, for once, our guys have some warm weather to work in. All the technical. Razzo goes across the diamond, and scooting down to third is to Jillian Baccia, the left fielder who's struck out twice, swinging in the first. Time outs here in the fifth. So the junior left fielder who came into this game hitting .417 with 7 hitter this year, but now facing Nicole Dooley, who's got 8 strikeouts coming into this inning. Missed.
Another healthy cut.
Yeah. Power versus.
All she's she wants to take a strong swing, and if she makes contact.
And missed. And Dooley gets out of the inning. No runs hit, no errors, and a runner left. We've now 4.5 in the books, and Locust Valley leading it 1. Varsity.com/photo of the players, cheerleaders, and even the live the moments through photos. There's some great photos there of the folks, and we've got a nice crowd out here. Bleachers on both sides, pretty much filled with parents and spectators. It's a great scene right now at Locust Valley High School, and Danielle Ahrens. First pitch. Sabatino back in the third. Now 1 ball and 1 strike for the Lady Baymen from Oyster Bay. Locust Valley leading it 1-0. Sabatino, who's really shown us that she can play the hot corner.
She's quite a young athlete, and I mean that young. I mean, she's an 8th grader. She's only going to get better.
Again, hockey and JV hoops, but as an 8th grader playing varsity softball.
Start us off now, 1-9. Let's go. Start us off.
She's showing us all how it's done.
Absolutely is. Slapped the other way out of play. Next hitter. the cheerleader who's probably cheering herself today because of what she's done in the circle. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Got to get a good pitch.
To short, Kelly picked. First down, the bottom half of the 5th.
Takes the time on it, gets a good throw, and perfect stretch over first base by Burke.
And you get
perfectly executed.
Carly. Kelly. Here's Nicole Dooley, the senior. Started here. She's 0 for to center. The home plate umpire with Jason Cotta, who's on the base.
It's a beautiful pitch on the outside corner. Painted it well.
Yep.
Agostinello knows how to.
This will be a 2-1 when Aarons gets set. Swung.
Be cut right there by Dooley. She's got to keep her head down. Perfect. Just up and away a little bit. She pulled her head off of it.
It will not get it. Dooley rounds first and will pull into second base with a.
She really can do it all, Carl.
Yep.
That was a beautiful shot. To straightaway center field, right over the plate. Got a little bit under it, but just drove it straight center field. Ends up in there with a double.
You talk about a hitter that was all over that pitch. It was Nicole Dooley, first hit of the game. Colleen McConey, the catcher, 0 for 1 with a walk. Never, ever have enough runs in any game. 1-0 game. Boy, oh boy, would the Falcons love to push this one across.
Absolutely. Dooley would love an insurance run just to make sure that she gets through this, because this is a nail biter.
McConey, the sophomore captain. Foreign Language Society as well. Bunted straight back into the screen.
Thought I was going to catch that one myself.
You framed
ready.
Up. You framed up and ready to go. By the big screen in front of us, though.
I'm not used to that.
I don't need protection. Now, producer Will Sanchez said, "Yeah, I need protection." No,
I got your back, Carl.
I know, but I can handle I'm swinging there.
Little bit of an off-speed pitch comes in there, and that one is hard to not swing at, but also hard to hit.
So there's 2 outs now with a runner at second. Corinne Deitch, the right fielder, she's had some trouble and going in there safe. That was a great job. That's a great slide throw. Because Dooley went under, but it was a great throw. You're right.
It was a bang play.
Yep.
Made a beautiful throw down to her sister, but Dooley just slid under the bag. It's a bang play.
Just to scramble and recover to throw.
It was a quick jump. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She really has quickness to the ball. The ball just went past her, and she's got a great arm. She threw it right in the right spot, low to the ground, and Dooley just slid right under the bag, or under the tag, I should say, into the bag.
Into the bag. Back to the live action right now. It's a ball and 2 strikes with the runner at third, Dooley. Swung on and missed, and Deitch goes down, and that ends the inning. No runs, there was a hit. No errors and a runner left. We've played 5 innings. Danielle Aarons is keeping her team in this game. Oyster Bay comes up in the 6th, down by 1. We move to the top half of the 6th inning, and Locust Valley holding on to a 1-0 lead. And when you have 1-0 leads and Nicole Dooley on the mound who's striking out people. You still need defense, and the 8th grader has done just that for Locust Valley, Lauren Sabatino, Carly.
She has been absolutely unbelievable. She's been quick to the bunt. She's made 2 outstanding plays on the bunt. And she has no errors this season, which is not hard to tell from what we've seen so far this year. You know, her coach tells us she goes left and right very easily. She's just an unbelievable young player, and I can't wait to see what she can do in the next couple of years.
And again, we stress young, only an 8th grader. I don't know, but I'm guessing she's 13 years old, playing up here as an 8th grader, which is incredible right now, as Nicole Dooley will face the 4, 5, and 6 hitters here. It'll be the catcher, Danielle Agustinello, who's young in her own right, being only a sophomore. Her sister, a freshman, is at third base. So you're seeing the future of Long Island softball here right now.
The future's bright.
Look at that. 5 innings, 9 Ks. She struck out at least 1 hitter, Dooley has, in every inning. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth.
She's having a fantastic game. She's just spotting the ball exactly where she wants to.
Skied. And taking control was D'Elia, the second baseman, for the first out of this 6th inning. That's a big out because Danielle Agustinello had driven a ball in the 2nd inning off the wall for a double, then walked and now popped up. Brings up Kristen Poppy, the 5-hitter, the center fielder, 0 for 2. Struck out swinging, grounded out to second.
See Poppy's choked up on the bat a little bit. She knows what Dooley's throwing. It's coming in there fast.
Well, they have to try to work the count right now. They need a runner, getting late in the 6th inning. Softball is 7. Down and in, 2 balls, no strikes, so she's ahead of the count right now, Kristen Poppy.
Connie's trying to paint the inside corner right there. It's a good location. Tough pitch to hit.
There's a called strike. Joanna Sugar, the second baseman, the number 6 hitter, is on deck.
This beautiful pitch on the outside corner, and McConney just frames it. It was a low pitch, but framed beautifully for a strike.
Malone is fouled back.
Poppy fighting away there.
Yep, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 6th, 1-0 Locust Valley. Again, the only run if you're just tuning in. RBI single to right. Back in the second by Jackie D'Elia for the Falcons from Locust Valley. Off-speed pitch is outside and high, so the count is now full at 3-2. Again, the cheerleaders for Oyster Bay up and trying to rally the troops here. Fouled back again.
It is loud over on that bench.
It is.
Hey, they're supporting their team.
And it's supposed to be loud.
Exactly.
Cheer on your teammate.
Go, louder the better.
Again, great job by Tim Brady in his 14th year with his assistant coach, Jen Maceo. And that one is right back to the box. And then the underhand flip by Dooley to Grazios for the second out. I was mentioning Nadine Pacifico, 3rd year Locust Valley, along with her assistant coach, Angela Manzo. So it's 2 outs, nobody on for Joanna Sugar, who's 1 for 2 in the game. Has an infield hit back in the 2nd, then stole second, then lined out. I mean, she hit it on the screws back in the 4th inning, but she hit it right at Lauren Sabatino.
That was a beautiful hit. And Sabatino was playing in close.
And she's in close again.
Yeah.
I mean, she's literally, the bases are 60 feet. She's up a good 25. She's only about 35 feet away from the hitter right now at third base. There she is.
Yeah, she has no fear. She's ready for it, and she's got quick reactions, which is what you need as a third baseman.
You can't have fear if you play this position.
No.
At any level. If you're a third base and slow pitch, fast pitch, baseball, 100 pitches now for Dooley, you cannot have any fear down at the hot corner.
No, it comes at you too fast. I've played third. It's a scary
That's a reaction
position.
spot.
Yeah.
You better react fast.
Pure reaction.
Absolutely. 2 balls and 1 strike, so Sugar ahead in the count right now. It's great to see everybody pretty much wearing shirt sleeves today, you know? It's tremendous.
I know. I was in short sleeves myself before. It was 70 degrees today.
Count now 3-1, Carly. So Sugar way ahead. Should get one of her pitches here. If she likes it, go get it.
She's got to wait for the pitch that is hers. She cannot chase something out of the zone.
Caroline Kelly, the shortstop, is the on-deck hitter. Now the count will run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. No one on. Top half of the 6th, 1-0 Locust Valley here at Locust Valley High School, which is the north shore of Nassau County here on Long Island. 3-2. is a little bleeder over shortstop for a 2-out single. Second hit of the game for Sugar.
Just a little blooper. She was in on her hands, and she just drops it right over the shortstop's head for a base hit. She fought off that screwball. That's Dooley's out pitch, and she fought it off. Impressive.
Fourth hit of the game for Oyster Bay to go along with 3 walks. They've had opportunities. They've had some runners, just couldn't push one across. That one right back to Dooley, and that will retire the side. It's the first inning of the game that Dooley didn't have a strikeout, but she'll take it because right now we go to the bottom half of the 6th. Locust Valley still protecting a 1-0 lead. Think your school's team is the best? Make yourself heard on Facebook. MSG Varsity on Facebook lets you check out regular updates on game shows and what the fans have to say about absolutely everything MSG Varsity on Facebook has to offer. Check it out at facebook.com/MSG Varsity. It's a 1-0 game in favor of Locust Valley. The lone run, we go to the second inning. Jackie D'Elia with the RBI single to right. That's all we've got so far in this one. Hayden Tomanek, the game's only run, crossing the plate. And you see a couple of the young fans here watching the action.
We've got a great crowd going on today. Both sides well represented.
Leading it off will be Hayden Tomanek, who scored that only run of the game. And Danielle Ahrens in the circle right now. That pitch is taken high and wide, so it's 1 ball and no strikes. You're looking over there at Megan Collins of Locust Valley. Her love is the game of softball. She's a varsity field hockey player, but she's pretty much done, and that one might be done as well. One bounce to the wall. Tomanek rounding first, goes into second with a ringing double to start this 6th inning.
That was a beautiful shot. Actually looked like it was going to go over the wall for a second and just hit the wall. That's 200 feet out there, Carl. That is a shot. Good relay to hold her to a double.
And now we come back to the live action. Down at third, Olivia Agustinello with a nice play, and they held the runner there.
That was a beautiful play. Olivia looked the runner back. She knew she had time, and she makes a beautiful play to first base. She takes her time, looks the runner back, strong throw to first base.
Just going back to Megan Collins for a minute, varsity field hockey player, had knee surgery in November, thought she could get back in time, but it doesn't look good. You know, she, as I mentioned, it's her love for this game of softball, as that one is skied behind second base, and making that catch there was Sugar for the second out. But in Megan Collins, the whole thing is that she's also a member of the Athletic Council Club. Even though she can't play, her love of this game, she comes to every single practice. She's in uniform. She really supports the team. And you know what? Nadine Pacifico couldn't say enough. She says, here's someone who can't even play, but she's at practice every day.
You know what? When you love the game, you love the game.
Yes,
and,
you do.
And in a way, she's healing by coming to this game. It's why I'm playing, working with softball. I had knee surgery also myself, and this is how I heal, and this is how she heals. You watch the game, you get stronger. She can cheer on her team. She knows she's helping in some way.
Absolutely, and I know her teammates appreciate that as much as the head coach, Nadine Pacifico, and the assistant coach, Angela Manzo, do as well. That one, knocked down, throw across, and safe at first base, legging it out. That's great hustle by Gabby Grazios, and moving to third is Tomanek.
That's a key play right there. It's a little squibber. She hustles it out. She just makes it to first base. Scored a single.
Yep, and there's Tomanek going down to third on that infield single. So first and third, runners at the corners with 2 outs here in the 6th. 1-0 Locust Valley, and now Nicole Razzo is up. She's 1 for 3 in this game with a chance here. And boy, this would be a huge run to push across to go to the top half of the 7th with at least a 2-run lead, Carly. And
Absolutely.
You've played the game, you've coached the game. 2-run lead, okay, is bigger than the 1-run lead, especially in this game.
It feels like 20 runs. And
It does.
in a tight pitcher's duel, if you have 2 runs, you feel like you feel a little more secure. And they want to be very careful here with 2 outs. And you could see on that last play that Tominick, she thought about going when the first baseman hesitated. But you want to be very smart here, especially with the runner on first base. This run could be huge.
Well, let's see right now what Nicole Razzo, the number 3 hitter and the shortstop, can do with 2 outs, runners at the corners. Danielle Ahrens in the circle for Oyster Bay, has pitched a gem, although right now she's on the short side of a 1-0 score.
It's a good swing right there by Razzo. Just fouled it back.
Well, she's taking her time, digging a nice little toe hole, and she's ready to attack on the 0-1 delivery. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom half of the 6th. Again, 1-0 Locust Valley. This has been a beauty of a game.
It really has been. It's been one heck of a pitcher's duel.
Oyster Bay came in with an overall mark of 4-3, 3-3 in the league. And Locust Valley 5-3 overall, 4-2 in the league, which is League 3, Conference 1 of Nassau County.
They want to stay on top of the league. They came to play today, both teams. It's a beautiful pitch on the inside corner. Just painted the corner. The catcher just pulls the ball right back in. It's a beautiful strike on the inside.
Well, the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Agostinello is keeping a close eye on Tominick on third base, just in case the ball gets away from her.
You know, Angela Manzo teaches math here, the assistant coach for Locust Valley. She knows 2 is a whole lot more than 1, but they might not get. Oh, what a great dig there by Burke
Beautiful.
at first. That is a
saved a run.
tremendous play by Burke at the bag. So we go to the 7th, and it's 1-0 Locust Valley. We move to the top half of the 7th. And in the circle, Nicole Dooley has been tremendous. But then again, so has Danielle Ahrens for Oyster Bay, except Ahrens is trailing 1-0. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Lauren Burke here. This will be Jessica Crowley to see if she can get something started here, Carly, in the top half of the 7th. This could be final licks here. The junior in Crowley on the season, 4 of 8. First year on the varsity, a tough kid, according to her coach, Tim Brady.
My favorite thing that coach said about her, she likes to get dirty.
Yes.
She's not afraid to get dirty. She's gonna give you her all. And that was just like me as a player. I love to get dirty.
Well, and that's why your number was retired. One of the reasons you were all state as well in New Jersey as a catcher. No balls, 2 strikes. So Crowley coming in here. She pinch ran earlier in this game, back in the 3rd inning, but this is her first plate appearance.
Got a good swing on that. Staying alive.
The junior, first year on the team.
Beautiful pitch on the inside. Just gets a cut to stay alive.
She's pinch hitting again for Lauren Burke, who made a great defensive play to end that 6th inning that preserved a 1-0 lead. And again, just flicking the wrist, flicking the bat out, keeping it alive.
That's what you got to do. You stay tough. Even if it's not your pitch to hit, you don't want to let it go by you and chance it being a strike. Just fight it off.
Nine strikeouts for Dooley. Make it 10 strikeouts for Dooley. 1 out here in the 7th. Oyster Bay down to perhaps its final 2 outs with Caitlin Madden.
She reached back with that riser. You can see she digs down into her hip, which makes the ball rise like that. It is hard to let go. It is hard not to swing at. It's been her out pitch today.
This is a classic softball game. 1-0, 6 1/3, 4 hits, 10 Ks.
She's just been outstanding today. I wouldn't want to face her today.
Swung on and missed. Madden couldn't catch up there with that little changeup. 0-2 to Madeline.
She's ahead on the count right now. She can pick her pitch. And I have a feeling she might be picking the rise ball again.
There it is, off speed there. Strikeout number 11. Now Oyster Bay down to its final out with Olivia Augustinello, the leadoff hitter.
She digs down deep and just swung over it. She is just on fire. You see she was trying to get it a little bit higher. You see how her hand digs down past her hip.
And getting hit on the foot, and that's a base runner, is Olivia Augustinello as she trots down to first. So the tying run comes to the plate in the name of Danielle Ahrens. So still life for Oyster Bay. Ahrens called out on strikes in the first, walked in the third, rolled out to short back in the fifth. So it's Dooley taking on Ahrens.
Be very careful with the runner here. You have 2 outs. You don't want to take too many risks, but you don't want to be too safe either.
Popped up. Looks like there's a chance. So no, Sabatino came all the way to the fence.
Sabatino moves.
Yes, she does.
She's in every play, it seems like.
She plays every ball is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And the rule of thumb is you get to the fence, then you worry.
Yeah.
You don't wait and drift. You get there to see if there's a play. She got to the fence and was out of play.
She's definitely an aggressive third baseman. And batter as well.
Oh, absolutely. This will be an 0-1 from Dooley to Ahrens. 2 outs, 1 on. And Ahrens is the tying run at the plate right now. Excuse me, the go-ahead run. Tying run is at first base in Augustinello. Top half of the 7th from Locust Valley High School. It's Locust Valley and Oyster Bay. Pop up, and Dooley makes the catch, and this one is in the books. A beautiful game thrown by Nicole Dooley, and Locust Valley, Carly, wins it 1-0 over Oyster Bay.
Dooley was just unbelievable today. She is a star. She had 11 strikeouts. She was hitting her locations. Just unbelievable.
So Locust Valley improves to 6-3. Oyster Bay falls to 4-4. 1-0 the final. We'll come back. We'll speak with our MSG varsity player of the game right after this timeout. The Falcons 1-0 over the Lady Baymen. Final score in this one, Locust Valley wins it 1-0 over Oyster Bay. A gem of a game, and because it was a gem pitched in the circle by Nicole Dooley, well, no question about it. She's our MSG varsity player of the day and the game. And, of course, Nicole here, 11 strikeouts in this game. You gave up only 4 hits. You got some great defense. But talk about what was working for you today in the circle.
Today in the circle, my screwball was working a lot, and that really helped me. And just, like, overall, my pitching was doing well today.
You struck out 11. You had struck out the side in the first and the second inning. Did you feel early on, Nicole, that you had it going, you were in a groove?
Yeah, early on in the game, I felt like my head was in the game, and I don't know. I felt comfortable, even though all this commotion. I felt like I was still here to just play and win.
You made the 1-run stand-up when you finally got the RBI single by Jackie D'Elia. Did you feel pressure because there wasn't going to be a whole lot of scoring today?
No, I didn't really feel much pressure. I mean, usually our games are very close, but you just got to hold them when it's down low.
Talk about the job your 8th grade third baseman gave for you. Lauren Sabatino really came in there. She charges the ball well on the bunt, but what does she mean to this team? She's only 13 years old.
Lauren Sabatino, when she came up, we were all a little like, oh, an 8th grader, but she's brought a lot to our team. She's done a lot for us. She's really good.
Nicole Dooley, thanks so much for joining us. Congratulations on being the MSG Varsity Player of the Game. 11 strikeouts today, only 4 hits, and 1-0 win. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, and she walks right off on cue, and that's because Carly Reichert's going to come back in and join me for the final segment here. And Carly, talk about what Nicole did today. You're a former catcher, a former All-State catcher from Ramapo High School in New Jersey. You saw from our vantage point behind the plate, she was really in touch with what was going on?
You know, Carl, she was moving her pitches around. Her screwball was outstanding, as she said. It was moving it on the batters, which makes it impossible to hit. She really did an outstanding job.
And she really made that one run stand up. It was the RBI single by Jackie D'Elia that got the 1-0 lead. It held up, but that defense behind Dooley was pretty much the difference in the game.
Yeah, Sabatino had 2 fantastic plays at third base. She really runs the bunt well, and it changed the game.
Well, rookie, welcome to the team. I got to call you a rookie, even though you're an all-stater, but welcome to the team, and we'll
Thank
see you
you
down
so
the road.
much. Thank you.
All right, so once again, the final score in this one, Locust Valley wins it 1-0 over Oyster Bay. The executive producer of MSG Varsity HD is Michael Lardner, senior coordinating producer Marty Ehrlich. Our coordinating producer is Russ Relkin. Today's game produced by Will Sanchez and directed by Eric Abram. Our vice president of programming operations, Sean Kennedy. Director of studio and remote operations, Brian Butler. Our technical director today, Ray Odabashian. And our audio technicians, Danny Baroff, Mike Simonson, and Matt Riga. For Carly Reichert, and of course, Matt Shortis on the stats, the entire MSG Varsity HD Game Time Long Island crew. I'm Carl Reuters saying good afternoon from Locust Valley, where the Falcons victorious over Oyster Bay, 1-0 the final. And that's right, Nicole Dooley, 11 Ks in the victory. We'll see you next time.